base, unfortunately, but I'm starting to get the upper hand in terms of firepower. Getting a lot of kills there, so he's taken a lot of casualties. This gives me an opportunity to push forward with the Dark Reapers and get stuck in. Oh, he hasn't quite abandoned territory yet. Hopefully I can pick off some of the Chaos Space Marines with holding the heavy bolters and diminish his firepower a little bit. Alright. So, I think I'm hoping that he hasn't... Oh, he has gone for an LP2. Luckily the Dark Reapers are in range. Really like to go for a support portal at this point as well, so saving up for it. Just waiting out, and there's the support portal. So that will help. I want to go for Warp Spiders after that. And whatever else I need. Okay, so finally got this point back. There's a heretic there, just gonna dispose of that thing. It's like a little fly that I can swat. Swat, swat, swat. And got a Harlequin going here. Two reasons. Number one, I'm still paranoid that he's got to tier 2 and he's going to use Berserkers. The second thing I'm interested in using the Harlequin for is the fact that he may still be massing tactical squads of Chaos Space Marines, and I can use Dance of Death to disrupt them while I'm firing with Dark Reapers, so that will be a good way to go. Reinforce my Dark Reapers quite a lot, so with the firepower I've got rocking here, time to get a bit of an advantage back. Going for the armor upgrade is very useful to get that as well. Putting the Harlequin on a different hotkey to the Dark Reapers, put her on 2 instead of 1. Just so I can control her efficiently, get some Kiss of Death happening, get some Dance of Death happening, and these Guardians managed to capture that point. They're going to go for the critical, and just holding now Shift, right click on the critical in the center so that they go straight to that after finished capturing the critical at the bottom left. And looks like I'm up and running. Oh, got an attack coming in on the mini-map. Looks to be just a bunch of cultists. I want to try and finish that point before I run away with the boats, because hopefully they get out of there in time. But now I'm going to get hit by grenade launchers, so I'm going to have to pull at least some troops back here to deal with them at some stage. Actually, no, I'm going to change my mind here. I'm going to go straight for his base and see what he has. The idea here is just to run back as soon as I start getting owned, and I'm going to have a crack at this because this may be all the forces he has. One of the reasons why I'm attacking here is because I want to check whether I have a window of opportunity, and if I don't, I can just run away, and I'm going to need to right now. But had he been maybe gambling and just cutting all spending and going straight for tier 3, that's when I could have done some damage. So that's why it's sometimes a good idea to just test the waters by moving in there. I did lose a Harlequin, but you know, at least I know now. I think that's quite important for me to get a bit of intel on what's going on at this very crucial stage of the game, where I've got an advantage back with economy, and I don't want to throw it away by having him essentially just tech up to something which trumps me. So, just continuing to gain territory, capturing that strategic point in his area. He's got that critical over there, so I'm going to decapture that. Moving in with the Fire Dragons. You notice I've got the Warp Spiders Overwatch. That's because I want the AI to basically spend on Warp Spiders as soon as I've got the cash, rather than me sort of waiting for it and then clicking on it, because that allows me to do a little more multitasking. Just a little handy thing that I like to do there. Some people may not even know that you can actually overwatch spending choices from your buildings. Like if you right-click on a Guardian icon in the webway assembly, it'll just keep making Guardians forever until you know, you run out of resources. But here's the first squad of Warp Spiders. So these guys will be very useful. I've got Fire Dragons just in case he's built some defilers. Still worrying about tier 2 essentially. But if the game goes long enough, he may well get to tier 3 with Possessed Chaos Space Marines and Obliterators, and I'm going to need something against that. I'm just making a comment here. I'm just asking if he's at tier 3 yet, just as a bit of a laugh. And if he was, that'd be a pain. Connman says, should I be? And I say, don't know. Because honestly, I don't really know what he's investing in. If there's the Defiler, so I found out what he's investing in. He's got a machine pit, and he's got a Defiler. So moving in with the Fire Dragons, luckily I've anticipated at least something like that. Don't really want to get close combat attack there, engaged in close combat by the Defilers, so just pulling back the Fire Dragons a bit so that I've got some arm's length really to do some damage here. Now that all of my dudes are out of combat, I should be able to inflict some more damage. Unfortunately, my warp spiders are at the back there, waiting for him to just advance a little bit closer so I can get the shots off. And there's the fire dragons pulling back. Got a second squad of warp spiders showing up, so you really want as many of them as possible. And there's another webway gate just because I'm going to need one if I want 3 squads of warp spiders essentially. Alright, so pushing in again, not really working. Just making a comment here that it's a very campy kind of map, and I guess the enemy can stay holed up in their base for as long as they want with only 3 points around there. But really what I want to do here is start cutting my spending before too long and taking up to tier 3, because that's probably what he's going to be doing. And if I take to tier 3 while having a stronger economy than him, I should be able to win this with Eldar versus Chaos. Eldar tier 3 is great. Chaos tier 3 is also good, but I think Eldar tier 3 is on par with Chaos tier 3. Getting a plasma global. And here he comes. He's pushing out with a lot of dudes. And really need to cancel that listing post before it gets destroyed. Pulling back the bone singers, which we're planning on repairing that. And since he's out in the open, I'm going to engage him directly. I've got plenty of forces, can easily take on the guys that he has here. I think he's being a bit unwise to attack here, unless he's got some trump card up his sleeve. Sorcerer's attacking straight away, but just taking the warp spiders out so they can get some shots off. Sorcerer goes down. Things are looking fine here. I don't really see why he's attacking like this. I know he's got a lot of Chaos Space Marines with heavy bolters, but that's just not enough against warp spiders. And he has decaptured that point there, so nice job. And with 3 squads of warp spiders, I don't care how many Space Marines he's got, they should be able to deal with it. But now I've got Plasma Generator now. I really want to get into big economy mode. And instead of attacking through the middle, I'm going to come around the side here. What I've done here is I just paused Overwatch. Sorry, I clicked on Stop Overwatch because I just want to stop all spinning and start getting some tech happening. Quite a handy function if you guys aren't familiar with that. It's the little red stop button and the blue play button right next to the minimap, just below right the minimap. Really handy buttons. I use them a lot because I tend to use Overwatch a lot. Saving up for tier 3 now, and finally clicking on it. Just adding some more plasma generators. Want plenty of plasma generators just so that I get heaps of power coming in that I can spend on the global bonuses to requisition. Get Wraith Lords maybe later, and just generally have enough. With heaps of plasma generators, going to tier 4 won't be too hard either. And now, doing something I should have done a long time ago in this game, which is to capture the criticals. Had I captured the criticals a few minutes earlier, I could have put a bit more pressure on them in terms of taking down the counter and a little bit of extra requisition. I'm on 142 requisition bonus and 66 power, so that's a good economy to have. Especially on a small map like this, and he's restricted to just the 3 strategic points on his base. No relics on this map, interestingly enough, so you get to tier 4, no Bloodthirster, no Avatar, no Baneblade, nothing like that. Gonna go for Shroud ability, just in case he harasses me. I'm gonna put a webway gate there just so I can use the Shroud on that listing post. Gonna cancel the one further in my base, so I don't need it. I don't need both of them. And really floating very high with my resources right now. That's because I'm waiting for tier 3 to kick in, then I'm gonna spend. So don't whine at me about not spending my resources right now. I'm saving deliberately, because I want to get a Seer Council, I want to get some vehicles, I want to get second round of upgrades, I want to get